Houston is a town full of wannabes, but there's only one Nia P, baby.
When the odds are stacked against me, I like to prove people wrong.
I like to keep the peace in my life until you cross me.
They underestimate the quiet ones, but there's always something up my sleeve.
I may be the new girl on the scene, but don't get this twisted.
Everyone always tries to come for you when you're on top, but I'm not moving.
I'm Zachariah O'Neal, and welcome to the Inner Circle Houston Season 2 reunion. How's everybody today?
Fine.
All right, Erica, how are you?
I'm blessed, honey.
All right. Shay.
I'm wonderful.
Chris.
I'm here.
Ashton. She over there looking like Portia.
Yes. Yes.
Tanaya.
I'm breathing.
All right. London.
I'm good, just a little under the weather.
Oh, well, you sure? Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
You don't want to get sick, are you?
No,
Oh,
it's just allergies.
Okay. All right. Well, Season 2 was great. We definitely upgraded from Season 1 up to Season 2. So, I just want to get, before we start all the questions and everything, I just want to get, kind of a feel of how I felt about Season 2. How you felt about the second season?
I enjoyed what I did, and I was happy with it.
Shay, it was your first season on the show.
I love
So,
it.
how did the experience of filming,
It was great for me.
how was it seeing yourself on the show?
It was fabulous.
All right. Chris, what you think about the second season?
It was a challenging one.
It was a big challenge for you.
Yeah.
And we're going to get to that a little bit later. But, alright, well that's good. Well, before we start the questions, I gotta say, y'all got some one-liners. Like, the stuff y'all say is just so funny to me. Tanaya, we gotta go to you. Because every time I watch the show, and we always get comments about the stuff that come out of your mouth. How do you think of the stuff you say, honey? Because you told Ryan her track was slipping. Child, her bundles, do you see them? But I mean, what is up with that? How do you come up with this stuff?
I don't know. Just,
Alright. So let's shift back to you. What did you expect coming onto the show? Because you watched first season, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what did you expect being a cast member this week?
I have enemies.
Did you expect to have enemies on the show? But what did you expect coming onto the show?
Just to have fun, really. To get to know different people, different personalities, get to see a lot of the hate, stuff like that.
Okay, so I want you, since you're the new person here, everybody's a veteran of the show.
Mm-hmm.
So give me your opinion, first impression of everybody. Let's start with Erica. What was your first impression of Erica?
Erica, she's just laid back, cool, calm, and collected, quiet. Really don't say much until she needs to say something. Chris, that's my ex-boo-coon, so I mean, he is who he is. London, I like him, but he needs to watch who he talk to, and he'll be able
What was your impression of Ashton?
Ashton, she's pretty dope, but I think she's just, she's like a wingman. And Tanaya, no comment.
the queen of the show.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Anyways, next question.
Okay.
Oh, that's your job.
Okay, thank you. That is my job. All right. So, what'd you think of Shay joining the cast, Erica?
It was okay.
So Shay is your friend.
Yes.
So how was it filming with your friend?
It was actually good to have somebody who's genuinely on your team, and who was actually trying to keep it real with you, no side eye, no side comments. It was good.
All right, so the major kind of problem this season was between Shay and Tanaya. So Shay, let me start with you. Coming onto the show, you kind of put down Tanaya to try to get a modeling gig. Why did you feel the need to do that?
I mean, look at her.
Stupid.
There's nothing.
That's stupid.
There's nothing
You see
more
my
to
That is a
say.
dumb remark.
Now,
There's nothing more to say.
London, you did tweet about her putting down.
Yes, I
Tonight
just
to
don't
get-
believe,
to get-
if you're really that talented, I don't think that you should have to put down anyone's accomplishments or, discredit anybody for their achievements. You haven't achieved
I didn't do that.
Can I
I didn't
say
do that
You haven't
at all.
It's odd because I slightly remember, I may be wrong, but the first season I could remember London saying that Tanaya wasn't nothing but an Instagram mama. Now, Isn't that taking somebody's accolades?
No, you
Isn't
did
that
start
putting
that.
somebody
No, you
down?
did say that.
I said that, and I didn't know tonight. I didn't know that she had booked anything, so that was my bad. My apologies, Tanaya.
Always back.
I mean, sorry that I'm a big enough person to apologize for my wrongs. You still have not yet to apologize for your wrongs.
And I won't, because I ain't do nothing wrong.
No, because you're not an adult.
Oh, okay. Please carry on.
All right, so how do you know Shay? Because it came on that Shay was to me. It seemed Shay was more concerned about how she knew you. So how do you know Shay?
It seems like she was more concerned about me the whole time, other than the show. But yes, I know Shay because I've done work with her before. Like she said in the show, we could have made a lot of money together, and that's really what she hates. Because I don't want to do any work with her, but I'm not gonna bash anybody. I'm not gonna talk about nobody. I'm just gonna sit back and do what I do.
Why don't you want to do no work with her? Okay. But what's your issue with Ashton?
I really don't have an issue with Ashton. I just feel as if we all could have hung, chilled, got to know each other. I feel like she just didn't even give it a chance. It was just whatever Miss Tanaya had to say. But, I mean, like I said, there's no voice there.
That's people's problem. They're worried about what everybody else thinks. Just do your own thing. You don't have to have friends. You don't have to have friends. You don't have to have somebody on your team. You don't have to have somebody to hang out with. It is what it is. And if they come around, they come around. If they don't, they don't. It is what it is. Don't cry about it. Don't go bashing other people, bringing other people down because you can't hang around nobody. Go get over yourself. It's called getting over yourself.
What did
it's
I
called
say?
being an adult. Everybody watched the show. They
when you were putting her down the whole time just to get the job.
Which,
by the way, I mean,
and more after that,
I was more concerned about our friendship more than anything. You never once had the chance to even come to me and say anything. Anytime when I tried to say anything to you off the show, you didn't say anything to me.
First of all, I'm sorry. I'm talking to the producer.
Producer,
first of all, it's called growing up. It's not called stop being friends with someone. You just separate yourself. You go off and you do your own things. You're not gonna be around that person your whole life.
All right, preacher. All right.
Do you feel the job that you got? Well, if you got the job with Rod, do you feel like it was worth?
I didn't even do the job with Rod.
So it really wasn't worth it.
Okay, well, hold on. We're gonna get to in a little bit. Now, I want to know why you decided to come back to the show.
I just
because I got shit else to do.
Well, actually, I have a lot more going on than you do. So,
I doubt that you do, based upon the only storyline you have is based off me. The only filming you get done is mine.
Okay, well, hold on, because I need to know. I really want to know, why did you... Because you decided last week you weren't going to come back. You decided you weren't going to come back after,
I did. I just thought about it, and I was just like, you know what? It was a good experience. I shouldn't really... I had fun filming the first season, so I shouldn't let someone keep me from doing something that was fun and that I enjoyed and that I, was excited about. Okay. I never knew Tanaya before the show, and I met her. We didn't get along in the beginning, first season and stuff. We still sometimes have our little arguments and stuff like that. I bash her, she bashes me. But the one thing I can say about Tanaya is Tanaya's always kept it real with me. That's the one thing. She's never nothing. She always speaks what's on her mind, and that's what I do like about her. Granted, she does need a little bit of a filter sometimes, but it's Tanaya. You gotta like it. You really do.
Okay. So with that, you and Erica kind of fell off because you hung out with Tanaya. So Erica, what did you because we didn't really, I guess you didn't know he was hanging out with Tanaya until you saw it.
I don't think she really had a problem with me hanging out with Tanaya. It was me who had a problem with you hanging out with Chris, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So why hang out with, but let me ask you this, why hang out with Tanaya knowing that they didn't get along?
Well, now, the reason that I had thinking about, if Tanaya brought up Erica, I would not comment on it. I would just be like, oh, okay, whatever.
And I really never brought her up.
She didn't. Like, our times where we hung out, we were actually having fun. We weren't thinking about nobody else. We were out hanging out, having a good time.
Okay.
But with him, I feel like he lies. He is literally trying to make up all these stories about me, and I just didn't feel like being a friend. It'd be one thing if Tanaya was telling me lies about Erica. Okay. Tanaya don't say anything about him. But the fact that he's lying and he's dragging my name and he's discrediting me for everything and, talking all this crap about me, I just didn't feel it was cool to hang out with him.
Okay.
So, I mean, some people get it, some people don't. But in the end, it was my opinion about it.
So, Chris, let's move on to you. I want to know, because you opened up this season about your relationship with Lavelle. And we're going to touch on that a little bit later.
sorry. I'm sorry.
A little bit later. Yeah. So, I just want to know, how was it to open up about that?
Honestly, in the beginning, I was like totally against it. I was like, no, that's just too personal, you know. I mean, it's just because that's my personal business, and like that's really the storyline for a lot of these people on here. It's talking about Chris's so-called relationship with Lavelle, whether it's on or whether it's off.
So who are those people you're talking about?
Pretty much everybody on this show. I mean, from Erica all the way, rep it all the way around. Everybody's sideline, filming. I'm sorry. The question was directed to Chris.
This is the thing.
The question was directed to Chris. I never interrupted you when you did your little rant. So, Carrie,
you're the one who
you can put it on you. You can put it on
to Erica.
You can seriously.
The question I asked was, why did you decide to do that? Why did
I decide to do it? Because I wanted to show people that besides all of the ignorance that I had put out there and the character that I had put out there, that there is a softer side to me. That, you know, my personal life, it shows a softer side to me.
So why do you think London's to blame for you breaking up, or Lavelle breaking up with your heart went down?
Actually, at first, I was like, you know what, I was gun-ho, I blamed him, I was like, this is all his fault, you know, I needed someone to blame. Now
so
looking...
Why?
Yeah, I chose him.
Why?
Why did I choose him? Because initially, like I said, Lavelle said he knew somebody named London, you know what I'm saying? And hearing about this character, I just was like, you know what, I'm angry, I need to take it out on somebody, and so I chose him. Now, was I wrong? I may have been.
You may have been wrong. You may have been wrong.
My thing
you
was,
may have been wrong.
Okay, so when you felt the need to blame somebody, and he said he knew me, why did you feel the need to go telling everybody that I slept with him? When you said he didn't say that.
And I'm gonna answer that. The reason why I chose to go and say that y'all slept together is because I know my boyfriend. When he says he knows somebody or knows of somebody, I put 2 and 2 together. You smashed them.
Okay, but we're gonna touch on that.
Exactly. Nor do you know me.
So, but
you don't know me either.
You know your boyfriend, but you don't know me. So it takes 2 to tango.
Okay. Well, we're gonna touch on that a little bit later. So save that for later. All right. Erica.
Yes.
Obviously, you and Chris are... Well, let me ask you this. What is your relationship with Chris now? Where do y'all stand?
I'm not feeling Chris right now.
So is it because he lied or he carried on the lie?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Just lying, period.
So has Chris tried to reach out to you?
Oh, no.
To apologize or anything?
No.
Do you feel like you owe her an apology?
Honestly, yeah, I actually do.
So why have you not?
Why have I not? Because I took the time after the show was airing and I was everybody seeing what I was going through. I took the time to just seclude myself from everyone and everything. I didn't speak to anybody. Yuki Nash, I didn't even speak to her. After all of my personal business was aired out for the world to see, I shut down. I didn't want to talk to nobody. And that's just what it is. So you want to apologize to her now? Well, you heard her. She don't want to be cool with me, so... I didn't hear her say I'm not going to kiss nobody's ass. I won't do that.
Apologize doesn't mean that we have to be best friends.
See, like, there you go.
Apology is an apology.
There you go.
But she didn't say she wouldn't accept your apology. She just said she wasn't cool with you.
Okay, well...
So are you not going to... Are you not going to apologize? No. Why? You said you owed her one, so why you...
It is what it is.
Okay, I'm not going to force you to apologize. Ashton, let's go with you. So Ashton, you went from 0 to 60 in like an episode. You went from not talking last season to going to Ryan's party and yelling and hollering at people. So, what brought that, like, what made them come on?
Because I'm just, like, tired of everybody thinking I'm Tania's sidekick or her wingman, as Shay would say, because personally she doesn't know me. If she wants to know me, she can ask about me or come to me. Okay. You feel me? I'm nobody's wingman. I am who I am, so I do what I want to do.
All right. So how was it seeing your son on the show? What was that like?
It was wonderful. That was great.
So what made you decide to kind of integrate him or put him on there a little bit.
I mean, why wouldn't I show the world my son? That's my baby.
Okay, all right. So, you and Tanaya kind of started out a little bit rocky the first episode of the season about her hanging out with London. So, what was the issue about her, you know, being with London?
I mean, it really wasn't an issue. You know, we just kick it all the time, and she just stopped calling and kicking it. But you know, that's always going to be my friend. I'm not worried about it.
All right. So how did y'all squash it tonight?
I mean, it really wasn't a squashing thing to be squashed, you know, just like I said, you know, sometimes we separate, you know, friends go stop talking 2-3 weeks and then, you know, start back talking. Okay. It's up to that person to be like, okay, well, I'm not talking to that bitch no more because she ain't called me in 3 weeks. Like, that would be, you know, that'll be that person's, you know, decision.
Right.
Other than that, we can start back kicking it whenever we start back kicking it.
Okay, all right, no problem. All right, so... Do you actually think that Shay is jealous of you and Tanaya's relationship?
I really don't know what she has going on. I'm really not worried about it.
Do you think she's jealous?
I have no idea what she. I have no idea what she.
Why do you think she's jealous?
I definitely do. I think she's jealous, and I think that she's hurt that she chose that she chose Aston over her. So I really do. I think that's the case. I mean, it's not her fault. You know, I mean, if you were really good friends with somebody and then they all of a sudden go to somebody else, it's understandable. But I do think that she's a little jealous and a little bit.
So did you drop Shay? Were y'all that good of friends like you and National?
We were real good friends actually, but I didn't drop her. Like I said, you know, I stopped talking to people for a couple of weeks. Maybe go on for 2-3 weeks, maybe 4. I mean,
why did they do that though?
I mean, right here.
What kind of life is this?
Right here. And like I said, it'll be your decision to say, hey, you know, you don't want to fuck with me no more. You know, who's talking to you though? This is how I talk, sweetie. This is how I talk. And if I want to talk like this, I'm going to talk like this. And if she don't want to talk about it right here, she ain't going to talk about it. Thank you. What the fuck? I'm going to talk to her how I want to talk. This I've been talking like this since the first season.
Let her be her.
Thank you.
Okay, so Shay, coming on to the season, it kind of. You came on with a very strong personality.
Wow.
You came on strong onto the season, like immediately. Now, there wasn't.
Those are wanting bitches, you know.
Yeah.
They were
wanting bitches.
Wanting
give me that description.
I think Tanaya. I think Shay came on so loud onto the show because she saw last season, and I think she felt a need to, you know, to act out for attention.
She wanted, like, you know,
she did. She really wanted some attention. So she was like, hey, I'm Shay. Here I am, you know. But, you know, sometimes you don't have to try that hard.
Oh, wow. That's what y'all think.
Is that what you
Okay, well, let me speak for myself because I don't need nobody to narrate for me. Anyways, so, like I was saying, I came onto the show because I really wanted her to know that I had a problem with how we ended our friendship. I tried to talk to you, but I guess, I'm sorry, you're not hood, so how can I put this? Oh, how do you put hood in a good way? Okay, I don't know, but you're hood, so you just...
Now I'm hood, but at first I wasn't hood. What is it? Really yes, she wants my attention, but sweetie, if you want me to give it to you,
I don't want your attention. Okay, well, I really just want you to get grown and talk to me as a grown woman. That's all.
I want to ask you a question. Did you ever have a crush on Tanaya?
No.
Because you the way you are is like single white female. You know, like you are just.
Why are you like side-eyeing?
Like really stalkerish.
Like why are you side-eyeing?
I just had a question. It was just a random.
But you must low-key have a crush on her because you keep coming to her defense.
She's beautiful.
She's
if I was a guy,
she
I mean, well,
like you click riding hard. You click hard. You click riding hard. Like you click riding hard. You click riding hard.
Okay, well, hold on. On that note,
I don't get it.
We're gonna take a break and we'll be right back.